Hi, I'm Tish,
And I'm Snooky.
and we're live from the Lepoard Lounge here at Manic Panic headquarters.
And we're here with Dillon Cooper.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Hi, welcome to Manic Panic.
And you're our first guest, Dillon, so.
I'm honored. Honored.
Well, we're honored too. We're really happy you could make it.
Yeah. Thanks
All the
for
way
coming
from
over.
what, Manhattan or
Came from Brooklyn today.
Brooklyn, okay.
Yeah.
So we're
And
happy.
you're a native New Yorker?
Native New Yorker, born and raised.
Yay,
Brooklyn.
us too.
We're from the
Definitely.
Bronx though.
Oh, that's cool.
And I hope you're
I'm a
okay
Yankees
with that.
fan, so it's all good.
Great, great. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about your career so far, like how you got started, how
Yeah.
you,
So, with me, you know, growing up in New York City, music is just like always all around, you know. My parents were actually very involved in like music and entertainment. My mom is a journalist, so entertainment journalist. So growing up, we were always going to events and stuff like that. And she started me off on piano when I was about like 3 or so. And from there, I started just like really just getting super duper into music, just like heavy. And around the time I was like about like 7 or so, my stepdad, he had a guitar just at the house, and I was always just like very interested, just looked super cool. I loved the smell of it when it came out the case, just everything. But I could only touch it when he was there, you know. I could never take it down. But like when I'd come home from school, sometimes I'd sneak it down and just fiddle with it and put it back exactly the way I saw it. So he saw that I was really I really wanted to play. And so for my birthday, he got me a guitar, but he got me an electric acoustic guitar. And I wanted an electric guitar, I wanted one of these, you know, so I could make like cool sounds like that, you know?
With a guitar with you.
Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. I have a little... Yeah.
you can go louder if you want.
Go louder. Like Hendrix?
Oh, we love that.
Someone of your tender years is into old school rock.
Got to
I
be,
love
got
that.
to be.
That's so
Got Jimmy
great.
tatted on my arm.
Wow.
Got to.
Cool.
He's one of the people I am so sad that I never got to meet.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We have a couple of his things here.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
And we'll
Yeah.
show you later.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm still got more excited.
Because a friend of ours was sort of his roommate. He'd let him stay there whenever he
Oh,
needed
that's
a place to
awesome.
crash.
Yeah.
So,
They were friends in the real early days.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Like down like village days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That was in the West Village,
Yeah,
and
Cafe Wade is over there, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
his girlfriend lived in the East Village, and he was living with her for a while. And that's a space we actually rented as a little Manic Panic hub store for a while.
Yeah,
It was
it was our second location,
it was
right?
East 9th Street.
Oh, wow.
No, that was after the Crunch one, so it was our third.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so it was. Do you remember the address?
321 East 9th Street.
That's right,
It was
321.
also the home of the original La Mama Theater.
Okay.
This little basement.
Yeah.
And then it was Jimmy's Crash Pad.
That's
and everything.
awesome.
That's the place.
Great.
Yes, it had a good vibe, but it was really small.
And it was a basement, so it
Yeah.
was not really
That's so cool.
Not a great retail
Yeah.
space.
I'm like living vicariously through you guys right now. Fanboy
But we
right
never
now.
got to meet him, and that was like,
Yeah.
something I always,
Yeah.
I always wanted to meet him, and I wanted to meet Jim Morrison.
Yeah. Lepoard, that'd be awesome. Super dope.
Do you think artists now face similar struggles that they did in the 70s and the 80s? Is society still confused by those who don't follow the norm?
I would definitely say yes. You know, there's like a weird balance, you know, like, because on one end of the spectrum, there's like a push for, you know, just social change and everybody doing what they want to do and freedom of speech and everything. But then on the flip side to it, it's like when you do that, you're kind of looked at like, oh, what? No, don't go that route. So it's just a weird balance, and I think that there's always gonna be just a push and pull between doing what is like morally and truly right, like inside this feels right, you know, and good with your spirit, as opposed to what is supposed to be accepted, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, especially in musicians, creatives in general, that's always gonna be something, because, you know, we have we think different. Our brains are wired differently.
That's
you know,
very
so,
true.
You know, they're wired differently. We have a different thought process, and the way that we see things and go about doing things may be different than the regular person, the regular blue collar person.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always going to be that difference and look at, like, in terms of what's right and what's wrong and what's accepted and what's not. So, yeah.
And I think that musicians are the voice of the future, because musicians, you know, a lot of people, I could be the smartest guy in the world and I could say something really intelligent, which I probably won't do, me at least. But if I say it, most likely nobody's going to listen. But if it's if it's part of a song, if it's part of music, if it's part of, you know, some type of art,
Yeah.
it gets heard. So we're really, you know, when we sing, when we play instruments, we're like really the voice of the future. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and that's why, you know, music is such a powerful tool. It's such a powerful tool. That's why, you know, advertisements have music. That's why movies have music.
That's right.
And, you know, everything, just the power of sound, and just with that, there's like a universal tone. You know, Carlos Santana spoke about that. He said that there's one thing that, like, all like the great, amazing musicians, they have in common is a universal tone. You know, it's a universal tone that when they play this a certain note, or from that first note, you know, the ear just latches onto it. You know, it's like everybody out of Jimmy's little world, Miles Davis's little world, they all have, like, it's just a certain tone, a certain feeling that, like, that humans just feel, like, automatically, and that's the power of music, and that's why, you know, the power of song it's changed the world. You know,
It's true, and it
changed the
has.
world.
It
Positive
has.
and negative. You know, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you think of
Yeah.
songs that, like, basically changed history and changed people's ways of thinking,
Yeah.
and you know, and I haven't really heard any songs that, like, have changed, you know, things in a negative way. You usually don't hear that, because
Yeah.
usually musicians are cool.
Yeah, right?
They're not, like, you know, creepy. So.
But like in war, you know, they have these songs that like inspire the men and march to,
Yeah.
and they drum,
That's
and
true.
they get them all like riled up and ready to
That's a
kill
way.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, that's part of music too.
Yeah.
The drums.
Yeah.
The drums have always been, you know, meant something. You know, it could be in peace or war, or it's gonna rain.
Yeah, right? Definitely. So just the drums. The drums are they're so important too, just because it's like that's the rhythm. That's why I think even to me the most important parts of the song is the drum, and bass line. If the bass line's hidden, cause the bass it's like the heartbeat. When the bass is going in, it's like that's what keeps everything steady. If that bass goes out, or if that drum and that rhythm messes up, or that bass messes up, you can guarantee that the front band's looking in the back like, what's going on right now, This stuff.
It's true, yeah. It's so amazing how, I guess it took a long time to figure it out, or maybe just a short time, I don't know, but it just seems to be like the perfect combination, drums, bass, either a guitar or a keyboard or something, and a singer, and that it's totally rounded out that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, it's great to do, have just a bass or just drums or whatever. You can dance to drums if somebody's good. You don't need anything else.
Exactly.
You can,
Yeah. Keep it going as long as that rhythm's there. As long as that beat is there. That's what you feel. And that's why it's so cool. Even when you go to shows, I think that's one of the dopest things about having just a live show and as opposed to just a DJ just playing a track or something.
Yeah.
When you have that live element and stuff, when just having a drummer in a live show completely changes the entire aspect of the show.
Yeah.
It's if you're there and you're playing, and just have the DJ playing, and then a live drummer comes out, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's like everybody just it takes it to a whole nother level.
It does. There's something about live drums, and we used to be in Blondie, band Blondie, and I just went to see them a couple of weeks ago, and they have the drummer, who was the same drummer who was in the band when we were in the band, Clem Burke, and they keep him behind plexiglass.
Yeah.
They keep him in a box, and they're like, let him out of the box.
He's such a great drummer.
He is such an amazing drummer.
Whenever we've been in shows with him since our Blondie days, it's just, he just makes it. He just makes the whole show. He's just amazing.
Yep.
But to put the plexi around him, you can't hear some of the high end, and it's just really annoying.
Yeah.
You
They
can't.
must have their reasons.
They probably do, but it just
No one stays going by.
it doesn't sound the same to me
Yeah.
when a drummer is. Who's that drummer?
Yeah.
When a drummer is boxed in.
There it is, and they were just like, oh, I'm trying to get into this.
So when's your next gig?
Next gig, my next gig is gonna be in October. It's gonna be at the Mama Festival in Paris, and that should be really, really
Cool.
fun. I'm super excited. Paris is always fun.
Wow.
You
Do
can't
you
go
cook your
wrong.
own gigs?
Right now, yeah. So I have a friend who's a touring agent, and we sit down and we put together everything by ourselves. But yeah,
Wow,
super indie.
good.
So is it
That's
an
great.
outdoor festival?
Yes, it's gonna be out there festival. Yeah, but it should be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is playing on the bill?
I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it. I've been so just into my music and stuff right now. I'm just yo, I just know I got another show.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you must have a website that people
Yeah.
can go to
Yeah.
find out where you're playing.
Mostly I have DillonCooper.com, but most socials that I use is the Instagram at the Dillon Cooper, and Facebook same thing, the Dillon Cooper, and my YouTube channel same thing. Everything's just the Dillon Cooper.
And can they buy your music?
Yes, I have one project out right now on iTunes called Supernova, and if you just put in my name, it'll be right there. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What does life in color mean to you?
Life in color.
Yeah.
Life in color to me means living life vibrantly. If you see things in black and white, it's kind of boring. So if you live life in color, it means that you actually there's some type of electricity to it. There's some type of feeling behind it.
you know, everything's better when you can see, when you can actually see it vividly. You know, not just in black and white. But yeah.
Although I love film noir, all
Yeah.
the old black and white movies.
Very, very true. You know, everything's good in moderation.
Yeah. Because I think when you watch stuff in black and white, you know, movies, old movies and TV shows and stuff, your mind colors it. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like an interesting kind of, you know, game to play with your mind.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
doing
exactly.
black and white because
Yeah.
you know it's not black and white, but
But you can imagine.
that's
use
what
your
it, yeah,
imagination.
so you have to use your imagination. But, I mean, so, you know, it would be a terrible place if life was black and white.
Yeah.
You know, you can imagine how, in every way, you know,
Mhm.
philosophically, physically.
Yeah.
You can imagine what it would be like in black and white. Interesting for
Boring.
a day or two.
Yeah. It'd be really interesting to do that though, right?
Yeah.
Imagine just like
Can you imagine
having
seeing
2 days
everything?
in black and white, just completely, just black and white, and then going back to color, and then you probably appreciate it so much more.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
yeah.
more.
Absolutely.